Now, question is, of course, this means that a lot of your members would have to subsist or survive on delivery and online services alone. Can your members survive on these things? And over the past year, how much of the revenue was sourced from delivery services?
For some restaurants, for example, pizza or other limited service restaurants, it can be anywhere from 50 to 60%. But in my own restaurant, it's only a meager 10 to 20% because we are more of an experienced restaurant, experience oriented restaurant. So not all restaurants have been able to adapt or can adapt to delivery business model. But it's still better than the previous ECQ when we couldn't even do any delivery business. So I suppose we have to be grateful that the substantial portion of our RESOPH membership are already vaccinated. There are people who are already ready to work, and they're just hoping that the delivery business will be able to compensate a little bit. And I've been telling our members it's just for the next 2 weeks. We're hoping it doesn't get extended. Maybe if we all work together, the numbers will start to stabilize and even go down. But we understand the severity of the situation. We understand the urgency of the need for a lockdown at this stage.
Sir Eric, should this extend beyond 2 weeks? What's the possible repercussion here for the sector?
Well, obviously, it's going to be pain on a bleeding wound, on a decomposing limb. So it's really something that's impossible for us to sustain for a few months, let alone for over a year. And we were hoping that the vaccination drive, which in our assessment is going along fine for the second quarter, we were already thinking of the third quarter as our reset stage to prepare for the fourth quarter. So it's disheartening, but then even if they extend it to the 31st, we just hope that it was based on um, really sound, data that really suggests that the Delta variant is the cause of the problem, and all these measures are necessary.
Now, how much of a loss revenue wise are you projecting from this 2 week ECQ? And at least, are you expecting further closures due to this one?
We already have several closures last month, and of course, this month we those who were just planning to hibernate, they just gave up. They would rather close. As for revenue, the only data we have was from 2019 to 2020. Our revenues, our value dropped by 56%. We only had 68 billion last year. Now, using that as a basis, assuming everything is the same for this year, for the limited service, for the full service restaurant, you might see a drop of 2 billion pesos loss revenue. But if you include the cafe and the fast food, we might be looking at 6 billion.
Mhm. Just to give us a better picture, how many closures did you experience over the past month, like what you just mentioned earlier?
In the last state of closures, you see tenants just saying, "Okay, we'll do delivery." Curiously, this time, if when I go around checking out the shopping centers, the malls, they would rather hibernate. They don't even want to bother doing delivery business because uh, people can't go into the shopping centers anyway. So it's a guaranteed loss for them. So they'd rather hold on to as little of the cash that they have left and hope that they can still do some business after the lockdown. So we're hoping really that the public operates in stable at this stage. And let's take this Delta variant seriously because we everyone needs to recover and save our fourth quarter and Christmas season.